You know, when someone's UL 80, you would expect great things. So I'm expecting great things from this account. Off the bat, we are seeing a very high HP Karthethia, which is pretty impressive. You know, I think this is so far like one of the highest HP Karthethias I've seen. My Karthethia is like only like maybe around 46 or 48,000. This 54,000 is like a lot. So I'm thinking I'm going to see a lot of HP percentages. Alright, double crit basic, beautiful. It's so damn unfortunate that whenever you get double crit, you always get like the two lowest stats, 13.8 second lowest crit damage and lowest crit rate, which is just like so bruh moment, but gotta make do with this because double crit is already hard to come by, much less the 3-5. This one, highest roll HP. This is what you like to see. If you have like a low mid roll and a low roll crit damage, but you have like two other stats, now this is pretty good. Another 4-5, hell yeah. Karthethia needs a bit of energy regen, so some bit of energy regen here is really good. Another HP percentage stat. Alright, sure, very nice. It is diabolical that you don't have a crit rate. I mean, flat HP still kind of works, so I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5, which is still pretty good. This one, alright, 4-5, double crit, very nice. So I think the issue that you sometimes face is... Holy shit! S6 Karthethia, alright. we have a Karthethia enjoyer here. Hold on. Okay, yeah, we do have a Karthethia and Shopkeeper enjoyer. Alright. I see. Fair. Yuno. What happened to Yuno? What happened to her echoes? Did you... Wait a minute, what happened to her echoes? Or are you planning to raise her eventually? I guess you know it's a work in progress. Not important, so later on. I see. Now let's take a look at Shopkeeper. Thanks for following Skibidi Toilet Lover. Oh my god, every time I don't say the name, man. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, whoa, wait a minute. R5 signature weapon for Karthethia as well. Insane. Karthethia, Shopkeeper, Enjoyer. Max S6 R5. Crazy vote. And okay, 3-5. Yeah, you have enough energy regens perfectly. 230% is already enough. 3-5. This one is also another 3-5. Honestly, if you can get a crit rate to crit damage, it will be amazing. Shopkeeper doesn't need crit rate at all. Say your name. Skibbity Toilet Lover. Yes. And this one is a 5-5, which is just mind-blowing. Spectral damage bonus as well. So your Shopkeeper is gonna like do extra damage. This one, oh wow. Max roll crit damage, energy regen. Honestly, that's all you need for Shopkeeper. Double crit. Okay. And no, and then this is 3-5. Wait, there's also Resonance Liberation here. So this is 3-5 and this is 3-5. Yep, all that you need for Shopkeeper. Awesome to finally see someone stacking HP on Shopkeeper and have her over at 40k HP. Will Augusta be S6R5 as well, or do you think Augusta will be S0R1? Place your bets. Place your bets, and we're gonna review all at the end. Oh, okay. I think we are seeing it here. It's gonna be S0R1. R2. Why R2? Did you get real lucky with the weapon pool? I'm guessing you'll be also like raised later on. You have all the skills maxed out well. Okay, S0R2. That's an interesting number. It's good extra. So you got really lucky with the weapon. Okay. Alright, for Frolova. Frolova. Do you think Frolova will be S0R1 or will it be S6R5? I think it will be S6R5. Oh, I think it's S0R1. 15 energy. Honestly though, these stats are pretty nice. Considering that you'll get the 20% extra crit rate. It's already like 90%-ish crit. So we have 3-5. No, 2-5. Why I don't understand why Liberation is still highlighted. 2-5. Energy regens the date stat, so that's kind of pity. Another 2-5. This is a 4-5. Considering your crit rate, yeah, we can get behind this. 3-5 with another lowest roll crit damage. You know what I'm seeing? you have a lot of lowest roll crit damage on your rollover. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 across 5 echoes. Man, that sucks. Come on, echoes. Work with Yumi here. You know you want to. You know you have to. Do not deny yourself of the greatness. Give this poor person non-lowest rolls, man. You can do it, echoes. Come on. Okay, S0R1 Frolova. Lupa. I'm guessing Lupa will have her signature weapon as well. Yep, she does. R1. Yeah, it's R1. Let's see stats. Double crit. What the hell, man? Another lowest roll crit roll. Oh my goodness. So many lowest roll. 3-5. I mean, this is highest roll attack. Fine. We'll take it. Holy shit. Diabolical. 12.6 and 6.3. Two lowest rolls on the fusion. This whenever I see lowest roll crits, it automatically defaults to 0.75 for me. 3-5, okay. And another 2-5. Highest roll crit, pretty high roll crit damage. Lupa, yeah, Lupa is barely hanging on. Wait, who are you using Lupa with? Changli, right? You don't have brands. And I don't think you... Okay, you're Xiangli, but you don't have brands. Ah, waifu lover. It's a waifu lover. The brand has just been rejected from the team. I think honestly, if I were you, right, and if I want to change the echoes here, I would probably keep this one because highest roll and pretty high roll is pretty rare. I would definitely want to kick this guy out of the echo team and get something better because 2 lowest rolls is garbage. This one also ninks, and then followed by probably this one. Then this one. The more echoes from other people you see, the more depressing your echoes become. Yeah, people get too focused on crit rate and crit damage, forgetting that other stats exist. However, there's also the issue where if you don't have enough crit, then your crit damage becomes cosmetic. So it's like a fine balance between getting enough crit and getting the stats that you need. If you go all out with like say 4 5s with crit damage, so like for example like pretend that all of your echoes are like this, you are only going to crit once in a blue moon, which is going to hurt. So do not neglect your crit rate either. Chacona, alright, pretty healthy crit rate, crit damage. Alright, I mean, let's see what's going on with the crit damage. Honestly, if you're able to get a bunch of like energy regen, for me 130% I can work with 130% energy regen with Chacona. So I wouldn't need the 3 cost to be energy regen. Alright, double crit. We're seeing a lot of like, this one is okay. This one is second lowest. This one highest energy, pretty good liberation damage, crit rate 3-5. Alright, not too bad. This one, highest roll crit rate, energy regen at the end. Debatable. Honestly, I wouldn't really need the energy regen. I say you wouldn't really need that energy regen. If you ever want to change it, I would say try to hit 130% energy regen, and you can get this to aero damage bonus. Attack 2-5. Okay, pretty nice crit rate. Resonance liberation is kinda like oof. Another 2-5. What the this looks worse than this. You know why? Because you still have at least like a flat attack here. When the game decides to be like, fuck you, it gives you a flat HP and flat defense. The two best friends, the two horsemen of what you never want to see, Neko and Hansing. HP and defense. Yep, I think we can see what Chacona's stats is as it is right now. Okay, 10 everything. S2 Chacona, which means your Kartetia is gonna do extra damage. Alright. Ooh, S6 Zanny. Alright, we have another big one coming. That's a lot of crit damage. Zanny has... Yep, crit rate increased by 20%, so 20 plus another 20, so that's almost like 80%. Yeah, you can get by with that. Okay, 3-5. Not bad. Another 3-5. Lowest roll crit rate. Still not bad. Still pretty good. Zenny rerun soon. Grab that S7. What the heck? True that ER is a little bit low. When Zenny's ER is a little bit low, you need to do a little bit more quick swaps in between. So that might hurt your rotation if you are not really doing a lot of swaps. But then I think with S6 Zenny, you don't really need ER because you're just punching through everything. So ER becomes like a stat where I think unless Wuwa ever do release like a times 999 HP bar boss where you have to keep doing rotations, I don't think you really need ER because everything's just gonna keep dying in one ult. Yeah, restore 70 blazes immediately. Trigger once. Alright, cool. Double crit. These two are pretty high. This two is pretty good. 3-5. Alright, pretty good. 3-5. Yep, you can make do without the crit rate here. So, alright. Actually, this 3.5, I guess. Flat attack. Zenny Echoes. Not bad. Not bad at all. Cantarella. Bit of a low crit rate here. Cantarella has a little bit of a low crit. And energy regen. Your Cantarella needs more energy regen. This possibly can't be F2P. This is selective wheeling. Ah, what? So you're slowly building for Cantarella. I see. Okay. Understandable. That's probably why. Lowest roll, highest roll crit damage. See pattern here. S6 are built, but everything else is on life support. To be fair, if you have S6 1 resonator, you can pretty much clear quite a bunch of things already. When I see something like a 3-5, right, like enhanced plus 10 to over here, then there's lowest roll, then you can still push it to plus 15, then I'll just discard it. Because what's going to happen, right, is that you're going to fall into the trap of it. I invested too much into this echo. I'm going to plus 25 it and see where it leads me to. Then when you get this kind of like 21% crit damage rolls on the last stat, you become way too attached to this echo. And you're like, I cannot throw it away. It's too good, when it actually might be hurting your overall stats. So maybe that's one thing you may want to try when echo rolling. Let's see, Phoebe 120%, 64, 255. I guess this is pretty okay. Moonlit, usually you wouldn't need to invest too much, so like maybe like some 3-5, 2-5 occasionally here and there is not too bad. Yeah, I'm seeing like 3-5, 2-5, 2-5, 3-5, and 2-5. Honestly, Moonlit investment is like kind of like whatever. So you can get away with very low investment. Only when you're like done building your main DPSs, then you want to invest in your sub DPSs. And since BB is here to support Zenny, right? So unless you're using Absolution Phoebe, you wouldn't really need a lot of investment here either. Okay, let's see. Holy, S4 Phoebe. Okay. Confession, increased damage multiplier, but it's... Okay. Your... Zenny's gonna hit way harder. Alright. Pretty good attack. Pretty good crit rate. Crit damage is... okay. And then... Alright, Moonlit. Moonlit. Double Moonlit. 3-5. 2-5. And... Oh, 4-5. Yeah, so these are the kind of stats you want to see when you have no one else left to raise. And I tell you, it's always the sub DPS that always randomly has like pretty good echoes for no reason at all. This is the most beautiful Moonlit piece I've seen so far. Actually, wait a minute. I think this might even be the best piece that I've seen so far in the whole entire account. And it's on a freaking sub DPS. you see, right? Double digit, all 10. Unfortunately, the HP is not double digit, otherwise this would have been like super duper high roll for sub DPS echo. Which is just like, bruh. S2 Rocha. Alright. So you gotta tune your main DPS echoes on a healer sub DPS character. I don't think that's how it works. Carlotta. If you have the skin on Carlotta, I'm expecting S6 R4 here. Wait, not S6 R5. What am I talking about? But yes, R5. Alright. Let's go. I'm excited to see this one. 3-5. Okay. 3-5. These are pretty good stats. pretty good stats that you want to see. And 4-5. Why is it always the crits that are down that are lowest roll? Bruh. Still a pretty good echo though. 4-5. And 3-5. Once again, lowest crit damage roll. What the heck? And okay, finally something that we have. Beautiful 3-5 that is not lowest roll crit damage roll. The Carlotta's echoes, pretty good. I'll give it pretty good. And it's gonna be S6 R5. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, so with S1, you can get away with a little bit less crit rate. I think this amount of crit rate might be a little bit harsh. Like you can only increases by 12.5. I don't think there's anything else that increases the crit rate, right? So you have to be on Shorekeeper support for Carlotta if you ever plan to use Carlotta. Otherwise, this is like plus 12.5, which is around 61.8. Just 61.8 alone, and if you miss your big hits, it's just gonna suck. It's still crit fishing. Needs Shorekeeper to make a viable nuke. Yep. Camellia. Ooh. This is a pretty low crit rate. But I think it's not too sure how I feel about this. Honestly, for me, when I build my characters, I want to see 70% crit rate. At least 70%. With how unlucky I am with crits, and where it's even possible to miss on 90%, I want to see 70% crit rates on when I build my resonators. Sip! Alright. Oh, R5. So this is going to be an S6 R5 Camellia, right? Better be. Ooh, 4-5. It's missing the crit damage. God damn it. If only your wasn't so dog shit, you'll flex a little. Flat attack can be considered a valid stat. Not when it's the lowest flat attack. Gonna give that a 4.1 out of 5. And anything that hits lowest roll automatically reduces the points by a lot for me. Like if you told me this was a 50 flat attack, fine, I'll give it maybe like a 4.6 out of 5. Lowest roll attack? Nah, get me out of here, I don't want to see any more lowest rolls. I've been haunted by so many lowest rolls that it's just like PTSD. And look at this, another lowest roll crit rate. God damn it. Absolutely horrendous lowest rolls here and there. Yumi, I think you really need some echo blessing. So many lowest roll, it hurts my heart, man. 3-5, nice, but holy, the lowest rolls. 2-5, okay, I mean Resonance Liberation can technically do. Okay, 3-5. No, not the sip water, god damn it. What water prices are going to increase after today. Alright, I mean this one's passable. The crit rate a bit low. Pretty good crit damage, so I would say this is okay. This one's also okay, 3-5. This one, I guess it's better because it has a much higher crit rate. You know when they say, right, crit rate equals to crit damage? Honestly, in my personal opinion, I will always prefer crit rate over crit damage unless you have way too much of it. Alright, S6. Yeah, there we go. A Camellia enjoyer. You know the trend I'm seeing so far? Pastestia, who's technically somewhat affiliated to, like she's been to Black Shores. Shorekeeper as the astral modulator of Black Shores. Camellia, the bloom bearer of Black Shores. Carlotta, who liars with Black Shores. They are all Black Shores allies and people from Black Shores. Might be a pattern here. Danny is of the Montellis as well. Alto S6. Yeah, we better see Alto S6. Alright, 向里要. Let's see 向里要. Uh-oh, from these kind of stats, I think we are seeing that this person is only a waifu enjoyer, not an equal opportunity gamer. Rarities handle at level 80. R1. Okay, we are two, 2-5 without crit damage. 3-5. Okay, I mean this one's not too bad. 2-5. Yeah, we can see that there's not a lot of investment in Xiang Yao. Alright, S0 R1 with a low with a level 80 and just pretty mid echo. Hey, y'all need to be equal opportunity gamers, man. The males are trying their best. Don't ignore them. Alright, Zhe. You have her signature. Okay. Moonlit. Yep, pretty standard. 2-5, 2-5, 3-5, 3-5. What? 1-5. Not a lot of investment in Zhe, but you can get away with that. I guess that's when Jinxi. I don't think you use Jinxi anymore, right? Considering how this low investment Zhe is. Oh, but you have S for Zhe though. Wow. Okay, increases crit damage by 10%. Okay, I'm expecting your Changli to be S6 since you have the skin. Okay, R1. S6. Oh, it's S0. Okay, you just like the skin. Fair enough, fair enough. Wow. It's pretty good. 4-5. That energy regen also a 4-5. 3-5. 3-5. And 2-5. 3-5 actually. Because energy regen. Overall, not too bad. Could work with a little bit of crit. 66 is still a little bit on the lower end. Except that I don't think you'll be using Changli. So, probably not. Jinxi, I'm guessing S0R1. Holy, your Jinxi stats are cracked. Is it because you're using 44111? Okay, R5. S6 R5 incoming. I mean, yeah, this liberation sort of works. She does use her liberation a lot. Okay. 4-5. Another 4-5. This is pretty good. You have 2 pretty high stats, 1 mid stat and 1 lowest. That's perfectly fine. 3-5. Okay, nice. And 3-5. Okay, nice. 4-4-1-1-1. It certainly does help with the lack of with the crappy crit rate rolls that you constantly keep getting. So yeah, not bad. Yep, S6. This is a very beautiful Jinxi, if I've ever seen one. Yilin! String Master. Yeah, okay, I wouldn't expect any less of it. Oh my, 4-5 Yilin. Sign me up. 2-5 with Moonlit, okay. What the shit? Come on. don't do Yinlin dirty like this. 1-5 with a shitty energy regen roll. Oh wait, another 1-5. 2-5. Who is this Yinlin supporting though? I guess this Yinlin used to support Xiang Liyao until Yumi decided that they didn't want to play with Xiang Liyao anymore. So I guess Yinlin has been left to the dust. Oh, you have Jianxin raised, huh? That's pretty interesting. Are you trying to do Jianxin DPS? Not DPS, I mean Shopkeeper DPS? Or like to buff your Changli or to buff your Karthethia? Because I mean she is able to buff liberation damage, which is pretty good. 4-4-1-1-1 is great if you're looking at 70-300 crit. Solo Jianxing. Alright, I wish you the best of luck. If you want to solo Jianxing, Jianxing is someone that I'm not very familiar with. You know why? After all this time, she has somehow dodged my account again and again. She's the only standard resonator that I do not have on my main account. It's like, bro, where's my Jianxin? You don't think Jianxin likes me very much? I don't think so either. Which is unfortunate though. I really like her design. Like among all the standard resonators, I actually like her design the best. Especially that Ahoge. Okay, if you want to do solo Jensen, sure. Then you're gonna need as much crit good rolls 2-5, 2-5, 3-5, okay, 2-5, 3-5. I think if I were you, I would try to probably change this. Maybe this one and this one. Because of lowest roll crit rate. This one is better in terms of the crit damage, so you might want to change this out later on. So in terms of orders, probably this one, then this one, and then followed by this one and this one. Well, that's if you want a solo Jensen. Good luck. Alright, S6 Jensen, I wouldn't expect any of that from your multiple S6 characters. Verena better be S6 as well. What the? I mean, to be fair, S2 Verena is all you need. The Jensen is like S. So that's where all my feng shui went. Jensen really likes you. Okay, Verena. I mean, oh, that's a lot of HP for Verena. But 200% energy vision is all you need. Wonder why you have so... Okay, variation. I was about to be like, wait a minute, why is this? And then it's like, okay, projection equipped. You little scammer. Do you ever use Verena though? Because I don't think you seem to use Verena a lot. Do you? Do you not? But anyways, I would say that unless you're using with Carthethia, you probably would want... I'm not too sure about for will numbers. For S0R1s, you would want Fallacy over Bellbond. For will category, maybe the 10% damage boost might be better. Honestly, I'm not too sure about that. Last sip. Alright, I'll humor you on this sip. Okay, on to Rover. Oh, wow. Havoc Rover. I don't think there's much to really show here. I think Rover looks pretty uninvested. Fair enough. When you have all your S6 resonators, you don't really need Rover. Encore. So let's see. Does Encore love Yumi, or is Encore going to be like Verena at S3? I don't think Encore's that well invested. Encore's at S5. Encore loves Yumi more than Verena loves Yumi. Xia. Yeah, okay, I probably don't really expect much here. From here on should be nothing else. Calcharo S4, okay. Sanhua, yeah, S6. I don't think you ever use Sanhua. Anjin... Baizhi... Yep, okay, so I think that's about what we are seeing for this account. With their most beloved characters being Carthethia, Shopkeeper, Danny, Carlotta, Camellia, and Jinxie. Alright. Honestly, I would say the echoes are not bad. Actually better than most of the echoes that I've reviewed. I mean, better than most of the accounts that I've reviewed so far. Certainly not the top, because the top goes to, if I remember correctly, is Arata. His echoes are just insane. For now, your echo, I will rate your echoes for this account to be like the second best that I've seen so far. Especially with like your Carthethia stats, which are like quite a lot, 4/5s, which is pretty good. I look forward to how your echo is gonna evolve on this account. I wish you the best of luck. But yep, that's pretty much the account review. Honestly, impressive. That's a lot of S6. Can we disregard then you'll pay your way to flex. I mean, if I'm seeing like base stats like this, then I'll just be like, okay, I guess you didn't really invest too much. Then I wouldn't really comment too much about it. Alright, that's pretty much the account review for you. Unless you want me to really like specifically give my opinion on how to rays, echoes, or like what echoes should you replace on your resonators. But I don't really think that you need me to, because you know what you're doing. It's just that you're being hit repeatedly with all the shitty crit stats, which is very unfortunate. Yeah, so I guess good luck with that. Alright, that's the account review for Yumi. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, goodbye.